Tech Literacy Training Series, produced by Aloha Independent Living Hawaii, Pacific Basin Telehealth Research Center, and the University of Hawaii.
Internet usage.
Presented by technical trainer Nicole Flowers.
This video explains the basics of internet usage on both a computer and mobile device. This video touches on but does not comprehensively cover internet security. Individual websites are created by web designers. Not all websites are cohesive or look the same. You may find that websites interact differently based on who made them. If a website has too small of text, you can utilize some shortcuts to increase the size of the items that you're looking at. On a Mac, that is Command plus to zoom in. On a PC or Microsoft computer, that is Control plus and Command or Control minus to zoom back out. The window we are looking at.
A computer displays the Google Chrome web browser open to Aloha Independent Living Hawaii's website. At the top left of the window is the website's tab like a manila folder. On the tab's right is a small X followed by a plus sign adjacent to the tab.
Includes the option to have multiple tabs. This is a function on all known browsers, including Firefox and Safari. We are currently in Google Chrome, where you can see a plus option here to open a new tab. This way, you can open multiple websites inside one window and switch back and forth between multiple. Be careful when using multiple tabs, as it is easy to close websites you're currently using. If you close your last tab, the browser will exit. When searching on Google, it's important to be specific. Normally, Google can track your location, but if you have that function turned off, it may be helpful to enter the city you are trying to search in. For example, grocery stores, Honolulu. If your browser is behaving oddly, it may be important to refresh the page. You can accomplish this with the icon in the top left corner that looks like a circle with an arrow. This will reload your page and can help especially if your internet connection is spotty. When Google searching on an iPad, it can be nice to use the Google app. This also functions like a browser.
Nicole taps on a capital letter G blocked in red, yellow, green, and blue surrounded by white. The app opens to display the word Google near the top of the page, a horizontal search bar below the word Google, and a grid of recommended articles.
When utilizing the Google app, you can type your query into the bar here, look at what's trending. When you start to type, it gives you options to complete your search query, so you don't have to type in a whole statement. You can also utilize the microphone function to speak your search query.
Nicole points to a small microphone icon in Google's colors on the right side of the search bar. After tapping the icon, the iPad screen lowers in brightness as a rectangular window appears in the middle of the screen.
When you first use the Google app, it will ask you for permission to utilize the microphone. This box here is called an alert. You must interact with this box before you can move on or touch anything else. So in this case, Google would like permission to use the microphone. We'll select OK. Grocery stores near me.
All right, grocery stores near me around Honolulu.
When using the microphone function, Google will speak back to you. This is great for people with dyslexia or great for people who have vision impairments to be able to utilize your search query. We've all heard of pop-ups. Pop-up windows can occur on websites that include spam or want to install a virus on your computer. The best way to escape a pop-up is to quit your browser.
Nicole clicks on the Force Quit option from a menu associated with the white Apple logo at the top left of the computer screen. She then confirms the Force Quit action twice from the windows that appear in the middle of the computer screen.
In the case of using a Mac, you can force quit a program at any time by selecting it from your Force Quit menu from the Apple. Select the program you'd like to quit and press Force Quit. In the case of a PC or Microsoft Personal Computer, you can press Ctrl-Alt-Delete simultaneously to open your Task Manager to completely close programs. On an iPad, the best way to quit a program is to open the App Switcher. How we do this is by double-clicking our Home button. When you double-click the Home button, all your recent apps will open, and you can quit them by swiping them to the top. In the case of an iPad Air or an iPhone without a Home button, you can just swipe up from the bottom to open the App Switcher the same way. You may encounter another type of pop-up, especially on newspaper websites, called a paywall. This paywall wants you to subscribe to the newspaper by creating an account and may incur fees. As in every facet of life, there are always people who want to take advantage of inexperience to gain money. The internet is a common place for those with the knowledge and skills to trick individuals out of sensitive information. When you are on websites, particularly anything relating to banking, please be careful where you enter your sensitive information. You can spot a secure website by seeing the lock next to the address in the address bar. This lock is available on any browser, but may appear in different locations. For example, on the iPad, it's to the right. My best advice is to never trust a pop-up asking for any personal information, and don't enter personal information, and especially don't enter passwords into unfamiliar sites. If you think you're in a different place, check your address bar again to make sure you haven't left your trusted website. Utilizing Google, you can find the answer to pretty much any question you could have. For example, is avocado a fruit? Or biographical information on celebrities.
The Technical Literacy Training Series is available on YouTube with closed captioning, American Sign Language interpreting, and audio captioning. Funded in part by the Pacific Basin Telehealth Resource Center, grant GAR 37468 from the Office of Advancement of Telehealth and Health Resource and Services Administration. Christina Higa, Co-Director, Pacific Basin Telehealth Resource Center. Produced by Aloha Independent Living Hawaii, AILH. Roxanne Bowden, Executive Director, Aloha Independent Living Hawaii. Brian Hauser, Advocacy Coordinator and Teleconnect Project Lead, AILH. Nicole Flowers, Digital Literacy Trainer, AILH. Ray Gail Bowden, Media Assistant, Closed Captioning, Descriptive Audio Captioning, and Narration, AILH. With assistance from the University of Hawaii Center on Disability Studies' Comprehensive Service Center for People Who Are Deaf, Hard of Hearing, or Deafblind, CSC. Rosalind Kia, Project Coordinator, CSC. Carrie Sarver, American Sign Language Interpreter, CSC. Recording and post-production by Olelo Community Media, Keikoa Graham, Production Services Manager, Darren Kamisato, Senior Editor, Scott Nordquist, Production Services Specialist, Chase Yamauchi, Editor, Alex Miyamoto, Media Education Specialist.